People with the last name Parks, who joined the military as a private. What was it like? Basic training at Fort Benning was rough, but nothing prepared me for the creative torture my drill sergeants unleashed once they learned my name. Day 1, roll call. Private Parks, I responded with a crisp, "Here, drill sergeant." That's when Drill Sergeant Miller's eyes lit up like Christmas morning. Well, 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 we got ourselves a park ranger, boys. The entire platoon started snickering. I knew I was doomed. From that moment on, I became the unofficial nature boy of Charlie Company. Every morning during PT, Miller would scream, "Parks, tell us about the wildlife today." I'd have to shout back random animal facts while doing push-ups. The American bald eagle can dive at speeds up to 100 miles per hour, drill sergeant. During field exercises, it got worse. They'd make me identify local flora and fauna during ruck marches. If I couldn't name a tree or bird, extra laps around the barracks. I started memorizing nature guides just to survive. The peak humiliation came during our overnight bivouac. Miller announced I'd be leading nature walks for the platoon. Private Parks here will now conduct a guided tour of our beautiful training area. I had to march 30 exhausted soldiers around in the dark, pointing out imaginary hiking trails and campfire safety tips. But the worst part? The bear safety briefing. Every single time we went to the field, Miller would make me stand in front of everyone and deliver a detailed presentation on bear encounter protocols. What do we do if we see a grizzly, Parks? Make yourself large and back away slowly, drill sergeant. This was Georgia. No grizzly bears for 500 miles. My fellow recruits started calling me Ranger Rick. They'd slip me energy bars for the wildlife and ask if I needed a compass for navigating the wilderness of our base. Even the mess hall staff got involved, serving me extra vegetables because park rangers need to stay healthy for all that hiking. The running joke followed me through AIT and to my first duty station in Germany. My squad leader there had heard the stories. First formation, he announced, "We've got our own personal Park Service representative. Parks, you're in charge of beautification projects." Suddenly, I was planting flowers around the company area, organizing cleanup details, and maintaining the small garden behind our barracks. The other soldiers thought it was hilarious, but I actually started enjoying it. Turns out I had a green thumb. Things took an unexpected turn during a joint exercise with German forces. We were setting up camp when I noticed our location was dangerously close to a known landslide area. All those forced nature lessons had taught me to read terrain. I convinced my lieutenant to move our position. That night, heavy rain triggered a massive mudslide exactly where we'd originally planned to camp. My park ranger knowledge had potentially saved lives. Word spread fast through the battalion. From then on, my nickname became a badge of honor. Commanders started consulting me on field site selection. I became the unofficial safety expert for outdoor training. My knowledge of weather patterns, terrain features, and environmental hazards made me invaluable. By the time I made sergeant, soldiers were requesting to serve under me because they knew I'd keep them safe in the field. The same nature expertise that had been used to humiliate me became my greatest military asset. I retired as a first sergeant 20 years later. My farewell ceremony was held outdoors, naturally. The general presenting my retirement award joked that I was the only soldier he knew who could navigate by stars, predict weather by cloud formations, and identify poisonous plants by smell. Looking back, those drill sergeants did me a favor. They forced me to become an expert in something that defined my entire career. The hazing turned into genuine skill that saved lives and earned respect. Now, I work for the actual National Park Service. When people ask how I learned so much about the outdoors, I tell them the Army taught me everything I know. They never believe me, but it's absolutely true. Sometimes the worst punishment becomes your greatest strength, and sometimes having the right last name opens doors you never expected.